Namaskar. A warm welcome to World News, an Indian perspective on All India Radio. This is R.S. Raghu, bringing glimpses of major developments of the day from across the globe. The headlines. Efforts are on to modernize agriculture for Indian farmers to compete in global markets, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said. High-level meeting held between India and China over situation at the LAC. US Vice President gets the COVID vaccine shot in a televised event. EU and Britain staring at a no-deal Brexit as the clock strikes down. First ever international choral competition organized by ICCR elicits tremendous response. Prime Minister of India Mr. Narendra Modi has said that efforts are on to modernize agriculture for Indian farmers to compete in global markets. He was addressing a congregation of farmers from Madhya Pradesh through video conferencing. Mr. Modi said in the last 6 years his government has worked hard keeping in mind all the needs of the farmers. Referring to the Kisan Credit Card facility, Mr. Modi said that the modern system for agriculture that India has created in the last 5-6 years is being discussed all over the world today. He added that government is emphasizing on cold storage and warehousing and urged more investment in making modern storage systems cold storage in setting up new food processing ventures. The Prime Minister allayed the apprehensions of the agitating farmers and said that the government is ready to talk on every issue.
फल, सब्जियां, अनाज, उसका अगर सही भंडारण न हो तो उसका बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होता है और ये नुकसान सिर्फ किसान का ही नहीं, ये नुकसान पूरे हिंदुस्तान का होता है। भंडारण के नए केंद्र, कोल्ड स्टोरेज का देश में विशाल नेटवर्क और उससे जुड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाना, ये भी हमारी प्राथमिकता है।
The 20th meeting of the Working Mechanism for Consultation and Coordination on India-China Border Affairs WMCC was held on Friday. The two sides reviewed the developments along the line of actual control LAC in the India-China border areas since the last round of WMCC held on 30th September 2020. It was agreed that they would continue to work towards ensuring complete disengagement in all friction points along the LAC in the western sector at the earliest. Both sides agreed to maintain close consultations at the diplomatic and military level. They agreed on expediting work towards complete disengagement of troops along the LAC. It will be in accordance with the existing bilateral agreements and protocols and fully restore peace and tranquility. India hosted the ambassadors of Visegrad Group comprising of Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary on Friday. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said conversation on expanding bilateral cooperation, global politics and India-EU relations figured in the talks. He said India looks forward to strengthen ties with the Visegrad Group. The European Union on Friday said there were just hours left to strike a Brexit deal as British Prime Minister said the EU should see sense. EU Chief Negotiator Michael Barnier told London that there were just hours left to navigate a narrow path towards the deal. Johnson said the British door was open but that the EU should see sense and compromise. On Thursday, Mr. Johnson had said that if no agreement could be reached, the UK and EU would part as friends, with the UK trading with the EU on Australian-style terms. This is All India Radio giving you the world news. More than 300 Nigerian schoolboys who were kidnapped last week have returned home after their release. Abducted reportedly by radical Islamist group Boko Haram on 11th of December from a school in Katsina State in northwestern Nigeria, the boys were welcomed in their respective homes on Friday as confirmed by the Katsina State Governor Aminu Bello Masari. US Vice President Mike Pence received the coronavirus vaccine in a televised event on Friday. The White House earlier issued a statement that read, "The aim of the move was to promote the safety and efficacy of the vaccine and build confidence among the American people."
As the Christmas holiday approaches, this is always a season of hope. We gather here today at the end of a historic week to affirm to the American people that hope is on the way. And Karen and I were more than happy to step forward before this week was out to take the safe and effective coronavirus vaccine that we have secured and produced for the American people.
On Monday, the U.S. began rolling out the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine on Monday, which has been found to offer 95% protection against COVID-19. United Nations has appealed to rich nations to support the purchase of coronavirus vaccines for poor countries. Secretary General Antonio Guterres said it is not with vaccine nationalism but with international cooperation that we are going to defeat the COVID. He said the UN-backed COVAX program faces a shortfall of over $20 billion currently and needs $5 billion until the end of next month. He cautioned that if the disease is not eradicated, the virus can mutate. India's Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal on Friday said that there is tremendous scope for Australian investment into India as India has eased the FDI norms and opened up different sectors. He was addressing CII's session on enhancing India-Australia bilateral economic and trade relationship. The minister said that India has also opened up the agri-sector for greater investments in food processing and value addition. India-Australia Economic Strategy Report was launched by the minister on this occasion. India has welcomed France as its strategic partner in the Indian Ocean Rim Association IORA on Friday. France became the 23rd member of the grouping. India's External Affairs Ministry tweeted that it would be yet another platform for the two nations to work together for a secure, peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Indian Council for Cultural Relations ICCR held the first ever International Choral Festival and competition on Friday. 40 choirs from across the world participated in the event. An international panel of eminent musicians formed the jury and adjudged the performances. In the sobering times of COVID pandemic, the uplifting choir singing promotes a sense of belonging and hope. The first prize was won by the Orfeon Santiago's choir from Cuba. Indian choir groups also put up scintillating performances including the Capella Bangalore and the Bangalore Men Choir. China's Change 5 lunar mission returned to Earth in the early hours of the Thursday carrying around 2 kilograms of first fresh rock samples from the moon in 44 years. Zhang Kejian, head of China National Space Administration CNSA, declared the Chang'e 5's mission a success. Today is World Minorities Rights Day. United Nations on December 18, 1992 adopted a broadcast, the Statement on the Individual's Rights Belonging to Religious or Linguistic, National or Ethnic Minorities. The day is celebrated by the National Commission for Minorities in India, which focuses on religious harmony, respect and better understanding of all minorities communities. Moving on to sports now. In cricket, India won 9 for 1 in their second innings against Australia at Adelaide in the first test of the 4-match series at Stumps on day 2. India is celebrating the 151st birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Before we end, let us listen to his favorite bhajan, Vaishnav Jan, by artists from Singapore. Vaishnav Jan to tene kariye, je peed parayi jaane re, par dukhe upkar kare toye par. And with that, we end this bulletin. See you at the same time tomorrow with the next edition of World News.